I present you with the possibility of saving the human race.
It's 32 Days of Remain here on HCC 23.
Boys and girls all over the world wonder how Santa lives.
It's the greatest shindig of the year.
Well, it's all sort of an old legend.
We've got venerable classics
I'm really Santa Claus.
and brand new premieres.
I knew that they would gorge themselves into a stupor that afternoon.
Only on HCC 23.
Come along with me. We're going to enjoy the show. Come on. I don't know the way.
Welcome, one and all, to you out there in Internet land, to the Cinematic for the People 2020 Christmas Special.
Christmas special today. Hopefully that doesn't get us a copyright strike.
Perfect.
I changed
may.
the words.
We'll see.
I changed the words.
I don't know, they're real finicky lately.
They are. Don't step on the toes.
Try not to.
We're going to be in trouble no matter what, so we might as well have a good time.
It's true. It's true. This one might be taking a risk on, which is why it's here on After Dark.
Yep. Yep. If you must destroy me over here.
Well, it
Should
doesn't
we
matter so
whisper
much.
the whole episode and make this the Cinematic for the People Christmas ASMR special?
All right, are we ready to rip things?
I'm just trying to mix it up a little. It's 2020. Anything can happen. It's crazy. It's crazy. Ooh. The ghost of Christmas 2020 is here.
And it has like a chain of like little dumpsters on fire, just like stretching into the distance.
It's a mask. Santa wearing a mask. My mask's like 2 stories down, otherwise I'd wear one. But that's downstairs and I'm upstairs and I'm lazy.
Just need like, I am the ghost of Christmas present. You're screwed! You're all screwed!
Oh, speaking of the ghost of Christmas present in past and future, did you hear that they found the lost song from Muppets Christmas Carol and they're
I saw that,
restoring
yes.
it?
Indeed.
That's cool. That's cool. like that
Indeed,
song.
indeed. It's a Christmas miracle.
Now all we got to do is find a version of Emmett Otter's Jugman Christmas that has all the parts cut out that Disney cut out when they got the rights to Kermit.
I mean, we finally found a unedited copy of Metropolis in the bottom of a disused lavatory in like Brazil. So anything's possible, I suppose.
Maybe another 70 years or so, in some far off vaults, it will it will be discovered.
I finally invented time travel so that I can go back and get a pristine copy of the original Emmett Otter.
That's a good reason to have a time machine.
Just all right, I've got everything hooked up. Now just plug the HDMI cable into my. You don't. Hold on.
I mean, did you hear how they laid everybody off? Emails that said, "Dear cast member." Didn't even put their names on them. Couldn't even do like a mail merge or a MailChimp. It's like rinky-dink nonprofits that have like a $50,000 budget know how to personalize emails, but Disney can't.
So anyway, Christmas.
Christmas.
Yes, we have a little movie here. It's a 1979 TV movie, An American Christmas Carol, starring Henry Winkler.
Hey.
Did I ever show you the picture of me with the bronze Fonz in Milwaukee?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, yeah. In Milwaukee, they have a bronze statue of Henry Winkler as the Fonz, and you stand next to it and you take a picture and you're like, hey! And then people just are lined up, maybe not so much in 2020, but they were in 2011. And they, just line up, you take your picture, you move on. Like, the line went, like, all the way around the block. I don't know why, but, I mean, I waited in line for it, so I do know why. Maybe that could be, like, our next team retreat. We go to Milwaukee and take pictures of the problem.
Well, when it comes to tourist destinations, that one really jumps the shark.
I don't know. I don't think he jumps any sharks in this one, but he does. He does have lots of like late 1970s age makeup on him.
Okay.
So it's they didn't have to de-age him; they had to age him up for all the.
Wow.
So
Wow. You're an American Christmas Carol with the Fonz.
Wasn't
On
there-
our
Hey!
TV. Yeah. Apparently, Kelsey Grammer was in a musical version of A Christmas Carol.
I have that and love that.
Really? Why?
It's-
Kelsey Grammer. Ugh.
Yeah, it's so bad,
You're
but it's
muted.
beautiful.
What day is it, boy? Oh, never mind.
I demand figgy pudding now.
Ricky pudding.
So I didn't live through the 70s, but I don't think those cars are in the 70s. I'm so confused because I thought this was in the 70s.
Sir, collecting for the county orphanage?
No, this was made in the 70s, but it's set in like the.
Ma'am, collecting for the county orphanage? Thank you very much, ma'am. Merry Christmas to you.
Okay.
Ma'am, collecting for the county orphanage?
I don't have any change, but will this do?
That's fine. Thank
What?
you, ma'am. Merry
Thank you
Christmas
for.
to you.
Okay.
And that's why we call it bread.
Yeah, bread.
I can't believe I killed all those people. Oh God! I can't. It's gonna find me.
Been almost 2 weeks. Yes, I know. I promised to speak to him, and I will. No, I will. But the moment has to be right, or if he even knew I was talking with you now, I'm going to be late. Mr. Thatcher, it means life or death to us. I know.
Do you know?
I'm gonna miss you so hard when you're gone.
Collecting for the county orphanage? Thank you very much, sir. Westward leading still.
I have cat
Collecting for the county
in
orphanage?
Hold on.
Here you are. Merry
You,
Christmas.
come here.
Thank you. Thank you
Hi.
very much, sir. Merry Christmas to
Christmas.
you, sir. Mr. Slade wouldn't be in by any chance, would he?
Well, Mr. Slade is very busy. That time of year. Payments due, accounts receivable.
Like his
But
scarf?
If you send him a letter,
Like
I'm
somebody
sure he'd...
who only saw Doctor Who once tried to make the fourth Doctor scarf, but got the colors wrong because they were watching on a black and white TV.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I gotta say, the 1970s makeup people weren't that far off.
We won't talk about the piano right
Wow,
now.
we should take a
On the other hand,
picture
I'm
of
sure that a holiday gift
Henry
would
Winkler
not be
now and
objected to.
this movie and see.
Right. I had these printed at my
I
own
could do that in
expense.
editing later. I'll have them both up
One
there.
for you, and one for you. You're going to learn how the great men of this country, self-made men, did it all on their own. Morgan, Coolidge,
You can do it.
Zebulon Pike.
Wow, he's
By that
handing out
mountain hand over
capitalist
hand, never asked
chick
for
tracts.
anything.
Wow.
Fifth, hard work. Pay your bills on time. Maybe you'll have a mountain of your own someday.
Look at that kid with like the
Incredibly
matching
rich
stick
parents.
like hat.
Okay. Don't
It's-
dawdle. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I like to help young people.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Come on. Mr. Slade thinks he's really doing us a favor, you know? I mean, he really
Ron.
believes it.
And hey, we
So,
can burn
Let's all
these
show our
for heat.
appreciation for him, huh?
Is
Yeah.
that Val
We have
Kilmer?
some visits to make.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, I'm gonna look it up.
You have the
I
papers
don't
ready?
think
Yes, sir. They're all here. They're here, sir.
Truck full of gas.
Joe checked everything out.
I don't see him on the class on the cast list, so probably not.
He just like it.
Oh, and now we're going to be racist. Yay!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Slow down. You might be hitting 20 miles an hour.
Hey, look! It's Shitty Bang Bang.
Nice.
Good morning, Mr. Reeves.
It's not yet midday.
Chilly.
No, I
I
already ate.
assume I don't have to tell you why I'm here.
No, sir.
I don't have any sharks left.
If we could have one more extension, Mr. Slade. Just a couple of months. I think we can make the payments.
You think you could?
Don't beg him, Jenny. He has come to do what the law allows. Nothing we can say will stop him.
Thatcher.
Maybe if you just hit him on the front and in just the right spot, you can stop him.
It's true. It's true.
And start him back up again.
Repossession order. Merrimack County Court.
This really? Okay.
Really?
Of all the things to take.
And a rock chair.
Oh wow, that's so expensive. So great, yeah.
The radio.
Big businessman, huh? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The darkest, grittiest American pickers ever.
Did he really have to come out here himself to help
Wow.
pick up 3 items?
Yep.
He didn't have to, but he wanted.
He just wanted to because he's that much of a petty bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Is he gonna repossess from the orphans?
Jessup. He'll understand.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Really?
Well, this prequel to Repo Man is just not very good.
I'm not saying something.
Well, I can, that ought to give some children some nightmares. Why would anyone hang this up?
You should do them a favor and take that picture off the wall as payment.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure you could repossess that one because it's probably still possessed.
True.
Oh, is he an orphan and grew up in this orphanage and then made it rich and forgot what it was like to be poor?
I believe that is the direction we are going, yes. Nope. My vision is impaired. There.
Memories, Mr.
Those
Slade?
are the worst kind of people.
From the corners of your mind.
Place hasn't changed much since you were a boy.
Hey, I know that guy.
For a year.
I bet you remember a lot during that year.
Ball
Games at Webster
It is.
Park,
Oh yeah, it's
chestnuts
him.
at holiday
It's
meals,
Doc.
and caroling on the
Yes, I
streets
know.
at
They
Christmas.
came to my office this
Where's
morning. Now,
Sprocket?
can we get down to business?
Business?
Where's Sprocket?
I'm afraid our
Before Sprocket. This
situation
is what he
hasn't
did.
changed very much.
This is why you had to
Sorry to hear
move.
that, Jessup. You shouldn't have gotten in over your head.
But we needed a piano. After 42 years, the old one fell apart. We had no choice.
Neither do I. Thatcher.
Yeah, you do. You have plenty of choice.
You don't have to do anything. Like, you could give him an extension or...
I mean, you've got all the choices.
You
It
have
literally
power
costs you
here.
nothing.
Repossession order. Merrimack County Court.
You really didn't have to be this much of a dick. You have all the money in the world. You know, this kind of reminds me of how Disney emailed their cast members, dear cast member, to let them go, but yet their CEO and president and all of their CFOs and CIOs still get paid their full salaries.
Christmas, everyone.
Took from the orphans. That's low. So you take from the university too?
That's kind of strange to repo from a university, you know, satellite. Isn't that weird?
He's really gonna take from
mixed in with Plato and Socrates. Can you imagine?
How? Doesn't the university own this stuff?
Stock.
Change it?
I advanced you $5,000 for university shop. To me, that means sweaters, bow ties, ukuleles.
To me, it means wisdom, Mr. Slade.
With all your wisdom, have you found a way to pay your debt?
Well, not all of it, but you can take all the money I have.
And I will. Plus, you're stock for liquidation.
Wow.
Wow.
A scrap paper penny a pound, huh? Better than nothing. Thatcher.
Attachment order, Merrimack County Court.
Is this genuine leather?
It's Morocco.
Yeah, it feels good.
Don't
I'll
do
give
that.
$2 in this
The
after
hell?
all. Take everything that's leather, we'll rip them apart at the warehouse.
You just made that worth nothing. You could have sold that. You were a terrible businessman. You were god awful at it.
Oh, not that one, sir. Please. Above all, not that one.
Why not?
Well, it's an original edition of Mr. Charles Dickens. It was given me by my father, who got it from his grandfather, who was a friend of Mr. Dickens. It must be protected.
It's the book within the book.
Oh, Mr. Merivale, you don't need books. You make up wonderful stories by yourself. Don't forget the rest in here.
They really can't take everything.
No.
No, that's not how that works. You can only
No.
take what was purchased to pay back the loan. You don't take what. No, that's not how that works.
No, that's really not how that works. Like I said, he's a terrible businessman.
It's a sewing machine.
So he's going to repossess all this stuff, and all this stuff is huge. So he's not going to actually make any money back.
I don't think that's the point, really.
I know that's not the point, but I mean, the point is that he's a terrible, terrible businessman. As
Yep.
well as a terrible
Slowly,
person.
boys,
Yep.
slowly.
Yep.
He's compensating for
This is a
something.
wonderful piece of goods. Bring it over here.
Be his height.
Joe, make sure the garage is double locked before you go home.
Yes, sir.
Saying it.
Merry Christmas, Joe.
No!
Doing that? What is wrong with you? You're losing money.
Mr. Thatcher, I need a little assistance with the bindings here. Don't just stand there. Are having
You
some
do all
difficulty with
this
your hearing?
yourself? You don't have people?
It's Christmas, sir.
No, because then you would have to pay for them.
Oh my god, this guy's an idiot.
Can we talk a moment, Mr. Slade?
What on earth for?
Well, it's about the town, sir. It's about the times that we're going through.
I know all about the times we're going through, so get to the point.
Well,
No, you-
when there was money to when the quarry was being worked.
Well, that couldn't possibly be the point. The quarry has been closed for a year.
No, that's just the point, sir. Now, the men who work there, they've had a wonderful idea, and they've asked me to be the spokesman.
So what?
Well, Mr. Slade, since you own so much of the town, if anybody could open up the quarry again, it'd be you. Well, a man of your means.
Why would I want to open a business that's failed?
Because there's hope for the future in it, sir. Well, in the
Because it'd
things
be
that
like
Mr.
all your other
Roosevelt is doing, new
businesses that are
roads,
gonna fail.
new dams,
I
new
get it.
public
It
buildings.
failed because
There's
you're
sure
a
to be a
terrible
need for grants.
businessman.
Yeah.
If you think that's true,
They're
Thatcher,
the worst.
then why don't you open it yourself?
You should at least hear me, sir. These men have nothing left.
Rebellion?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you open it back up or we chop off
Worry
your
will open
fucking
up again,
head.
sir.
How about that?
Everyone would benefit.
Yeah.
There'd be
Wow.
more business in the
Pitchfork
town. There'd be
torture
more money
time.
to spend.
I don't.
I mean, it would be prosperous for you, Mr. Slade.
Maybe this wasn't
Your
the time
debtors
for
could pay
A
you
Christmas
on
Carol.
time, and then you wouldn't have.
No,
I
go
can't
on
wait
and
till
say
I
I wouldn't
go
have to what?
strike
Put a
you
gun
over
to
the
their heads,
coals.
take their Victrolas and their lovely couches and leave them in empty
Pull off your
houses.
hair.
Oh, you
This is
really
too close
do
to
hate me,
reality.
don't you,
It
Thatcher?
really is.
No,
it really
sir.
is too close to reality this year.
I see it in those eyes every time we go out in the truck. Making me out
Yeah,
to be some
but
kind of
by
monster
this time
for
next
taking what's
year, we
rightfully
could not
mine.
have electricity anymore.
Tell you
So,
something, Thatcher.
strike
Man
while
who
the
is as
iron
soft
still
as
has
an old
some
shoe is
warmth
generally
to it,
of
I
little
suppose.
worth.
Merry
Taking
Christmas.
the debtor's side. You hold on to those repossession papers like they were stuck to your fingers. And now you're trying to teach me business?
Sir, I
Well,
only.
You only
somebody has
conspire with a
to.
gang of quarry rats to take some money out of me. I don't need to learn business from you. I learned it from the best. Jack Latham, the smartest businessman this state ever knew. Until now. Do you know what he said to me on his deathbed? He said, Ben,
I have to
never
pull.
throw good money after bad. And never pay a man 1 penny more than he's worth. So you go back and you tell your quarry workers that their ranks of the unemployed have just been increased. By what?
Wow.
Oh, shh. On Christmas Eve.
No, sir, I didn't mean.
I don't want to see your face anymore, Thatcher.
Oh, so death it is. Okay, we can do that.
That happened to my mom once. She got laid off on Christmas Eve after working overtime. Told her don't come back on the 26th.
You know, I never thought that after seeing the original Christmas Carol and everything, they could make Scrooge any worse, and yet somehow they succeeded.
Yeah, I
Yep.
kind of just want him to die. Really,
Just-
there's no redemption for this. I'm sorry. He's
This
done
guy
too
is
much.
the
evil.
worst.
In fact, he doesn't deserve to be redeemed.
No,
No,
he really
It
doesn't.
He's not just a crotchety old man who's greedy and doing his thing. He's doing evil.
He's just no.
He's like,
This isn't even a riff. This is just us being mad at this guy.
we're just
We hate this character.
I really hate him. If he was a real person, he'd be right up there with like Mitch McConnell and
Koch
Hitler.
brothers.
Nope.
The Koch brothers.
Yep. Koch brothers.
He's the worst.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hi, honey. Oh, I'm glad you're home. You okay?
Yep, Christmas tree all
They have a
decorated.
really nice house.
Well.
He's the only one in town that has a
festivity.
job, so.
And where's my Mr. T? Here's my Sarah. Who would this be?
He's not. He's
Who
not the swiftest kid.
He's just a drama queen. It's fine. It's fine.
How have you
Yes.
been today?
Oh, there he is.
Why'd you bring these things home from the office?
No.
Would you excuse me a moment? I'd like to
Later.
talk to your mother.
Oh no.
Do you remember how you said you were happy I was home? How would you feel if it was a full-time position?
I'm home every day.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk.
I'll be home for Christmas.
And Boxing Day. And the 3rd day of Christmas. And the 4th day of Christmas. And Little Christmas. And Lent. And Valentine's Day. And Easter.
Christmas too.
Electric Boogaloo. And Christmas next year.
Look at how rich that kid is. He has 2 crutches.
Yeah, Tiny Tim only had one.
It wasn't even a good crutch.
Maybe he just hates books.
It's like, why is this what he's doing?
Darkness is cheap, and he liked it. But before he shut the heavy door, he walked through the rooms to see that all was all right. Sitting room, bedroom, lumber room, all as they should be.
My
See,
kind of
There was a
man.
clanking
If I
noise
was
deep down
Thatcher, I would
below,
have like put that in
as if some
in my
person were
pocket.
dragging a heavy chain over the
That's worth
casks
a
in the
lot,
cellar.
even back in
You remember the
1933.
ghosts in
They were
haunted
still
houses
rich
were
people.
described as
They were
dragging chains.
just,
Claptrap.
not as fun. No!
Yep, he's gonna do
Oh,
it.
come
He's an idiot.
Oh, that hurts.
Well, that's when you woke up the ghosts. Yep.
You know, most rich people are just dumb as hell. You know that, right? They're not bright.
I found a 1800s in a bookstore in Brooklyn for $4 because someone had written an inscription in it that valued marked the price down at pennies on the dollar. That's okay. I mean, whatever. I think it's cool.
It's not really going to be ghosts. It's one of the orphans was hiding inside the piano.
It's hilarious.
Operator.
Oh, and he has a knife!
Operator,
Yay!
this is an emergency. I'm Benedict Slade, 429 Front Street. I seem to have lost all of my power. In my warehouse. Operator?
Literally and metaphorically.
Nobody cares. Operator doesn't care because you're a dick. Got real quiet all of a sudden. You're not in New Hampshire anymore.
Quick, blow it out. You might be able to reuse it.
There's gonna be an entity in that candle that will later try to seduce Dr. Crusher on.
I was just thinking that.
I don't know why.
That was a weird episode.
Was someone getting after my chain collection? But you better be careful that that candle doesn't make it turn his hair like this. Say that rayon, you know.
You're the worst.
It's the ghost of Karl Marx.
We're really ruining the ambiance of this whole thing, aren't we?
He's going to take all of your stuff and redistribute it to those in need.
He's gonna punch you in your penis nose and your butt chin.
Charles Dickens is with him. He's gonna hold you down.
We're gonna make Ayn Rand watch.
All right. All right, come out this minute. I know someone's here. I've got a gun.
They're gonna move to the chair. The chair. He's in the chair. There you go.
Yeah, I would. I hated you.
It would have been really fun if they had the original commercials, though.
Who are you?
You know damn well who I am.
I know who you want me to think you are.
You're on the right track.
He's dead.
Right again.
Oh, there's some trick being played here.
No, it's just a little bit of reverb.
And I know what it is.
Shrewd as ever, eh, Ben?
Some of those books were laced with LSD.
It took 6 pounds of powder and paint to make that actor look like Frankenstein. That's what they said in the paper. And that's what you used makeup to make yourself look like Latham, Mr. Whoever you are.
Then if I'm not Latham, I wouldn't know things only you and Latham knew.
Like what?
Like telling the Reverend Williams his antique Deacon's bench was only a cheap reproduction, so you could snatch it up as collateral and make a profit.
Ooh.
Shall I go on?
Jack.
Dead. Don't be afraid to say it. It's only a state of mind. That is 2 states.
Okay.
I'm in the larger one.
You want to help me destroy books? I mean...
As long as you're here.
Hell's not what you think it is. Fire, sulfur, devils with pitchforks, none of that.
Thank God.
They kind of phase that out.
It's worse. It's living in all your past all the time. Forever.
Me, I'm currently trapped
This
in a
politician
made-for-TV
sits in a room
movie
with
from
all
the
his speeches blaring at the
1970s.
same time. No earplugs either. And a king who has to keep staring at the faces of many sent to war.
But you're a businessman, a very good one. You drive a hard bargain, but you've never done it.
Well, you know, sociopaths would not have no problem with this because they don't feel those things.
Each man has 1,000 chances.
So it's like,
But they're missed for everyone.
it's not
so you
really
put
that
you
much of a
on the ground.
punishment for them. Just saying.
But you can still make changes, Ben. And I'm going to help you.
Don't go out of your way for me there, Jack.
You're going to get 3 more visitations.
Ghosts?
Oh, that's storybook talk. I think of them as conductors on the Boston Main Line. And you better go where they take you. Look for them, Ben. Look for them.
Although he should worry because the tea is often late, so just saying, you know, it might take till the next day. You know, they've got budget cuts.
Don't leave me now, Jack. I've got a million questions to ask you.
Oh,
Jack, where are you?
Oh, good. I can go back to destroying books.
What? Must have been the cheese. It must have gone off when I didn't realize it.
What?
It's just a slight touch of indigestion, that's all. It's too quiet in here, that's the problem.
Oh, that's just a dick move.
Wow.
I'm gonna have all these things to poke me while I sleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, as reported earlier, the stock market has taken a severe plunge, and investors seem convinced that the market is headed for certain disaster. We are standing by for a statement from President Hoover. He will speak to the nation on the state of the American.
There he is. You're on your own.
The Oval Office of the White House, where Mr. Hoover is about to begin his address. Sources close to the White House say that Mr. Hoover will attempt to convince the American people.
He's climbing out of the cockpit now. He throws back his goggles and jumps to the ground. Listen to that crowd. And who can blame them on this glorious day of 1927 when Charles A. Lindbergh has become the first man to fly the Atlantic Ocean?
That was 6 years ago.
Have waited for hours to greet
Everybody
the
lost their mind.
with the warmest welcome afforded an American since.
It's a time machine radio.
Yeah, repeats. Oh, we don't need to see him in his underwear. No.
Nope.
It's not coming from the radio.
You know, say what you will, his warehouse has very good acoustics.
Nice instrument. I played a trumpet in a war a long time ago. You should have seen those walls come down.
How'd you get in here?
You make it sound as if I'd been away. The past is always nearby, especially here.
I suppose you're going to tell me now that you are the spirit of Christmas past?
You said it, not I.
Wow.
I'm actually your executioner. I'm just...
It's not going to work, you know. I know who you are.
So why don't you just go back to your little silly bookstore, Maryville?
Not much of a bookstore anymore.
I said get out. Outside.
What are you gonna do?
Outside.
Yeah, it was
What are you
LSD
doing?
in
What's
the
going on
books.
here?
I knew it!
Had enough?
Yes, I've had enough. Thank you very much. Get me back inside.
Sorry to be so dramatic, but you did bring it on yourself.
Jack said visitation.
No, you were supposed to push him into the quarry.
What is it you want?
The past wants only to be remembered.
I remember the past very well without your help. Thank you.
Do you remember it? Really? Or just those parts you pick out for yourself?
September.
Do you know this place? I know this place. The county orphanage. I guess we've come to a costume party.
Oh, hey, there's that piano we
dressed
got.
like this for 40 years.
You're getting warmer.
They're coming! Boys, get ready! Everyone, get ready!
Ah, here comes Mrs. Tidings. She runs the place. No,
It's time for
impossible.
the
She's
beatings.
dead.
She wasn't when you were here.
They're the best of the lot, Mr. Brewster. Well-behaved, intelligent, deserving.
That's excellent, Mrs. Tidings, excellent. Of course, whoever we choose for our apprentice will have to be able to learn the business from the ground up.
Oh, I'm sure every one of these boys would be more than satisfactory.
Who's that at the back of the room?
Wow, this has all the charm of a slave auction.
That's
Jeez.
Benedict Slade.
Where?
He hasn't been here very long. When his parents died, he was passed around among aunts and uncles. Then they turned him over to us.
So skinny. Why didn't you feed me better?
How was he with his hands?
My parents died. Of course, I mean, he killed them.
Yep. Suspect number one.
From anger than skill.
Well, at least that's a beginning.
Oh, Mr. Brewster, I don't think you'd be advised to take that boy.
Excuse me, Mrs. Tidings. I'd much rather do something for someone who needs rather than someone who just wants.
Please, sir, it'll be your this is your final warning. He'll kill you. Oh.
They're all orphans. They all need.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, you can kill her too. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Wow.
Wow.
That's orphan stuff you're breaking.
Mrs. Tidings convinced you.
Yes, she always had a way with boys.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Dragging him kicking and screaming out of Fibber McGee's closet, apparently.
And of course, the girl is into it.
Yep.
Thank you, Roy. Down you get, lad.
Don't keep him here too long, Nathaniel. Remember, dinner is 5 o'clock sharp.
We'll be there.
Come on, boy.
It's gonna be harder to digest. It should be like 5 o'clock,
Your
soft
job
and
will be to look
delicious.
after pieces of machinery like that. Keep them clean, keep them oiled. Of course, you'd have to dust off all the furniture back there in the showroom, too. And let's see what else. Well, sweep up at the end of the day. You can see how much we need that. The most important thing, every minute you get, you watch the craftsmen. See what it is they do and how they do it. Before you know it, you
He's
might have
cleaning
a
all the
century
time. He's
or
not going to have time to do that.
Do you think you'd like that?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You imbecile. Anybody can see this is a thriving business.
Wow, he
Trying
really
to offer
hates
you an
everyone,
opportunity,
including
young
himself.
That explains a lot.
Someone else.
Yeah, it does.
That must have been very rough on you, Ben. Very painful for you, losing your parents like that. Then being shifted around from relative to relative.
Eh.
Every time you start feeling close to someone, they move you on, huh? I guess after a while, it just seems better not to get too close to anyone. And it doesn't hurt so badly when you have to leave.
Anyway, I'm going to return you to the orphanage now.
Yep. Your interview is over.
How do you know how I felt?
If you want to be my apprentice, you can move right in with my family and you'll never have to move until you want to.
I want to leave now.
That's up to you.
Man,
Do you like race cars, Billy?
Do you know what that is?
Sure I do. It's a stick.
A stick? Is that all you see here? Is it?
It could be used as a club.
You're not as bright as I thought you were. This is anything that I want it to be.
I'm going to create a
A
stick.
magician's wand for doing tricks. Or it could be the handle of a whip for taming wild lions. I could make that into the spoke of a ship's wheel that can lead you to all kinds of new lands and new adventures. I could even carve
Or an
that
incredibly splintery dildo.
that I could play it to charm all those folks in old Hamlin Town.
That's not right.
Here, that can be anything you want it to be. Unless, of course, you're too dumb to see anything but a stick there.
Hey!
Wow. I'm gonna make a pointy stick.
Stab you while you're sleeping and take all your money.
That was next morning, your throat's cut.
You know, he's
No
not
safety.
sweeping.
No safety
All
apparatus.
right, now just reach out and touch the lathe with your hands.
Go ahead, lick it.
Don't worry, you'll lose a few fingers. You'll be fine.
Happens all the time. Oh, come on.
That's a little creepy.
It's she likes the bad boys. The really bad boys.
She just walked through all that he swept up.
Yep.
I wasn't ready for. Okay, thank you.
I've almost forgotten how beautiful she was.
She's like,
There's quite a lot you've forgotten.
Yeah.
Wow. Muppets did it better.
That's like your adopted sister.
About a finishing school in Boston. Do you know what he said to me, Ben?
2 coats of finish.
What?
2 coats of finish instead of 3. We can reduce production by a day.
You haven't heard one thing I've said.
Sure I have. I've been listening.
I just don't care.
Then you know how I was talking about the park, nature. Do you like nature, Ben?
Yeah.
Would you like to get really close to it? I mean really close.
Ooh.
Would you?
Oh.
Yeah?
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah, we go in there.
Yep.
Wow.
What did your father say?
Oh, I thought you weren't listening.
You see?
They from a
Ron
certain
has
part
to
of
be.
Massachusetts. Just saying.
Well, I told him.
New Hampshire.
No finishing school for
New Hampshire.
me.
Oh, that explains it.
No anything that would take me away from
Sorry, New Hampshire.
Concord.
Oh no, I don't like New Hampshire either.
Wow.
I used to like New Hampshire, but I don't anymore.
We already can't go to West Virginia. Don't start again.
And to be fair, only I am banned from West Virginia. So
I recused myself.
No, I actually have been to Concord. I actually got stuck in traffic for 3 hours because Hillary Clinton was in town the same weekend I was. 3 hours making you.
How funky is your chicken?
How loose is your goose?
Oh, isn't it great our children are gonna bang?
Seriously, this is when white dancing peaked.
Yep. This is it right here.
I'm loving the mom's hair. It's very.
Do you like my onions in my hair?
Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Well, I'm sure after all that you really want to get your breath back, so we're going to give out some gifts.
Sam? Sam Perkins.
Sam Perkins. Hey, there's a message, Sam.
What every foreman needs at home.
Essie. Where is Essie? Ah, thank you.
Thank you, Miss Brewster. Thank you very much.
It's a punch block.
What in the world have we here? To the Brewster family and all their employees, the future. Let's find out. I guess just cut in and hope for the best. Huh?
Why, it's a PlayStation 5!
Whatever it is. Stapleton Furniture Company, Grand Rapids, Michigan. I guess the joke's on me.
That's not a joke, Mr. Brewster.
What, did you bring this, Ben?
Yes, sir, I did.
What?
I believe that chair is the future, and I think it can help us all if we're smart enough to use it.
No.
Right.
What?
How?
That chair is not made the same way that we make ours. It's made on the assembly line. That's right, that's right. They're starting to use the assembly line now in furniture. Some fellow puts on one part, another fellow puts on another. They're all made by machinery. They can sell that chair for 1/2 the price of one that we put out.
Yeah, but look how it's made. Nails instead of pegs. Bad fittings all sloshed with glue to keep them together. You call that a chair like ours?
How far have we come that, you know, like that the chair that they're disparaging is actually
just look at the price tag, and that's the one that they'll buy.
Oh, I can't accept that, Ben. No.
Wow.
When the day of quality ends in this country, we'll all
So
be
what
in
I
great
thought
trouble
when he was like,
indeed.
oh, it's the future. It was like this little tiny chair. I thought they were announcing they were having.
What did you get in your gift there?
My boy, old Robert.
Your boy, so will your wife. Oh, and there's
Take the L.
Here, Sam, a bonus check.
It's gonna go pout now.
People don't think I'm cool in this movie.
So they disagreed with you. Is that such a terrible thing?
You think I'm angry because he disagreed with me? That's not it, Helen. That's not it at all. I'm sorry for your father. I feel sorry for everyone that works for him. They're going to be passed by, and that's what I don't want to happen.
Ben, then come to dinner tonight and explain it to him again. Do it for me, Ben, please.
Did you get a look at Sam Perkins' face when he lifted out those boxing? He almost
Oh, it's hilarious. He's gonna hit his wife.
Yes, sir.
Or his employees.
But it's for home.
That chair this afternoon.
Oh.
Because he's fighting with his wife.
Is that what they said? That was like what every foreman needs.
At home.
I still do.
Yeah.
Whether you like
Yeah, it was implied.
Oh, wow. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, I never will, Ben. Never could. I guess I'm too old and too stubborn to change.
That hair. I just can't get over her hair. That mom's hair.
And he hasn't aged a day in like 30 years.
All of you. The day you came into the orphanage, you saved my life, and I will never, ever forget that.
It's like Padme.
Even when I leave here.
Are you going somewhere?
Well, say it, Ben. Whatever it is, just get it out.
Ed Stapleton, the man that sent the chair, offered me a job with his company in the sales division. It's not a very big job. I know that I can work myself up.
Oh, you're working yourself up all right.
I think we need some more sweet potatoes.
I'm going to go grow some.
Smash!
Helen, I don't think you understand.
I hate you right now, talking to me about babies and rings and all the time knowing you were going.
I didn't know until tonight.
Well, you must have been thinking about it. Why didn't you say something
Because
to me?
I was hoping I was going to change my mind. I didn't want to hurt you. I love you very much.
Then take me with you.
I can't.
Oh,
Why
totally
not?
believe her.
Because I'm
Believe
starting
him.
low out there. I'm at the bottom rung of the ladder, and I don't even have to get enough to get myself by.
Do you think that matters to me? I don't mind sacrificing.
I know I mind that you sacrifice. I'll call you as soon as I'm ready, I promise.
When?
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 When we can live the way I want to live, with nice clothes and a nice car and a nice
Yeah, that's gonna be
house.
years, dude.
When we
What-
walk in
Yeah,
town,
she's
they're
gonna
say they're
no.
both
What's with
the
what you have now?
Slades.
What you
It's
have
gonna
now
mean
is
something.
nice.
We're gonna be somebody.
I guess
I
it's
want
not
to
really
be
his
somebody.
car, but the dad's. Or the not dad.
Yeah, that's his sister, sort of. Not really, but
means just
really.
Yeah.
Parents are awfully cool with it. I mean, like, okay.
At least they always know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was fun.
Where do I know this guy from? He's from something. Where do I know him
Rested
from?
now?
Probably a
Will
lot
be
of
after a good night's sleep. But to tell you the truth, I'm not sure I'm not sleeping now. Now, what does that make me?
The word that comes to mind, nightmare.
You'll forgive me if I don't say thank you very much when you leave. Leave? You really are something. Did you think our trip was over, that I'd let you off so easily?
Oh, I'm
Lifetime, Mr. Slade.
That's right. I'm definitely not
Million
going to get
moments.
you off. I mean, let you off.
Fighting, losing. Each moment a decision. Each decision affecting others. Each to be accounted for.
It's okay. It's a basic causality. Thank you.
Yeah, we know about chaos theory.
We
It's
keep
okay.
very careful inventory. As you do.
Go on, in, out.
A little bit of whiplash there. Just Geez, I wonder what holiday this is. It's a beautiful Arbor Day.
Look at that mustache.
Oh. I mean, that's how you do
That's
that.
a man's mustache.
Totally
It looks
believe
like
that.
suddenly it's Jeff Fox with a. Yeah. I'm sorry, I choked on that mustache myself. Because it makes him look like Jeff Fox with it.
If you hit a jukebox and it starts playing,
The figures for
Mike,
our sale of war
the
bonds
Fonz.
up until 9 o'clock this evening. It's $24,150. The booths will be open till midnight, so let's try and reach our goal of $25,000.
A lot of money.
Miss Brewster! Miss Brewster, I have in my hand $850. You've reached $25,000.
Oh, you think you can buy me, huh?
Wow.
Damn.
all you have to do to get the money is sit in this poorly made chair.
Yep.
You're looking well, Ben.
Well, I can certainly return the compliment.
Oh, your money clip.
Thank you.
Come over here and I'll wrap it up.
Better be careful. That's like
Damn, that's a big old chunk of money.
You know, it's amazing.
Was
I
that all in
thought about
20s?
everything that I was going to say to you when I first saw you. And all I can come up with
He's Tandy.
My dog?
You wrote that he was in a terrible accident. Did he recover?
Oh, yes, perfectly. That was 4 years ago, Ben.
That was yesterday for me. Oh my God, I'm in a time put. Ah!
I really am sorry.
No need to be. I'm not even sure who stopped writing first.
Ben, very nice to see you.
Mr. Brewster, well, you're certainly looking
Yet older, I know, but no wiser. I've had 2 heart attacks and I still haven't the sense to quit.
They were mild.
Brewster, how are you?
Right.
You know, there's a way of taking it easy and still staying in business.
Oh, we're easing up all right, Ben. The men are going off to war, and their families are spending their money on...
Hey, why isn't he at war?
There's not that much left over for furniture.
There's a privilege nowadays. There's a brand new way of selling.
It
even works on people
he's got
who
2
don't have
left
the price.
thumbs. So
What's it called? St. Patrick's Miracle?
Time payment.
Time payment. That's very interesting. It's nice to see you.
There's that guy.
You happy, Ben?
Oh, success is a wonderful feeling. People can smell it. They sense it. Especially when you're on the move.
That's your Brillo cream.
On the rise. That's why I'm leaving the Stapleton firm.
I thought you were doing so well there.
I was. Until I ran smack into the Stapleton nephews. They have a saying, you know. You don't move any further unless you're elated. So I'll find another mountain to climb.
Or I marry one of the
Here? In Concord?
It's very possible.
I mean, they remember, like, you
I'd
know,
love
they
to
had
see
to
you
be
home.
the ones where, you know, she's crying because he left her and didn't write. They don't want it back.
Jack Latham, Investments in Real Estate.
How do you do, sir?
I was interested in what you were saying before about that new way of selling. Could we talk sometime?
What's
I
wrong
look
with this
forward
tie
to the
tack?
opportunity.
It's
I
like,
was told that you'd be here at this point.
Come see me just after Christmas.
She wasn't paying attention when he put it together, that's why.
Yep, that's me. I always moved in when the moving was good. I could always smell a good business deal. So could Latham. Look where he ended up.
We're sure spending a lot of time with one ghost.
Yeah, we really have like 40 minutes left of the movie.
There it is.
And we have 2 other ghosts.
Sometimes I find myself daydreaming about
Ben.
Well, apparently they'll have
There's
no
something I
time
wanna
for the
say to
present.
You keep saying how nothing's changed and everything's the same. Well, we're not the same. We have changed. And if you stay, we're gonna have to get to know each other all over again.
I totally agree with you.
And it won't be
As a
so
matter of
weird
fact,
because you aren't
I
really
think
my
I could
sister then.
Start right now.
Nope,
What's
nope,
that?
nope, nope.
A lathe.
It is. But nobody's supposed to be in there.
It's the lathe of heaven.
The
All right,
dad's
we'll stay right here.
committed
I'll be right back.
I'm
suicide.
going with you.
Helen, please.
I'm going with you, Ben.
See, everything is still the same.
I've
He's
been
broke.
lathed and confused.
The business went out of business. Oh, it's the foreman making Christmas pictures.
Hold your ground!
I can't.
Ben Slade? Good evening, Sam.
Must be 10 years at least. Now he scared me to death.
They didn't put much aging makeup on me, but you can tell.
Eve?
Just catching up on a bit of work.
Does my father know you're here?
No, he'd never allow it. But has to be done now that half the people are gone.
I appreciate what you're doing, Sam, but I want you to stop right now and go home to your family.
Yes, and I agree.
Just 15 minutes more. I promise.
Come on,
You're
Mom.
too
just
good to
15
us,
minutes
Sam.
more.
Do
You need a
better
hand.
be, submitting
We're a
time
couple of
sheets
table
that
legs.
worked. Time
Get
and a
outta
half.
here.
Come on.
Very good to
World's
see you.
at war. First then.
Good night, Sam.
Bye, Ben. Bye, hon. Merry Christmas, Sam.
And cue the horrible accident.
Yep.
Yep.
He's gonna lathe off his mustache.
He's too tired. He's gonna hurt himself. Yep.
Oh no!
Oh, gonna burn it all down!
Oh no.
Charlie, call the Bosco and Sun Cook Brigades. We need help. Right away. Let me go.
I did not see fire.
Oh my God! Sorry, Mr. Brister. Lucky your man came out alive. What? There was someone in there? Sam Perkins. He'll be all right. Minor burns. We took him to the hospital.
Was he? What? The poor man, he doesn't deserve it.
Oh no, they lost everything. And he's got a heart attack, and now he's gonna die.
Something wrong. Take me back to my warehouse. I don't want to see anymore.
You're going to have to, just the same.
Oh no, like the only good people in this movie. Bad things always happen to good people, even in fiction.
Especially.
I'll get those figures written up for you as soon as possible, then, Jack.
Oh, there's no hurry.
Well, there is for me.
Ben.
I'm very sorry to hear what happened.
Well,
I'm very sorry to have
such a smart
inadvertently
businessman
caused
that I
what
wasn't at the
happened.
insurance
Yeah, because if
policy
he hadn't distracted the guy, he would have finished his cigar and gone to work and wouldn't have happened.
We'll get the old place rebuilt again someday with luck and help of good friends.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Always, always.
No, they're gonna take it away.
Yep.
Nice to see you.
May I help you? Are you all right?
Just a massive coronary. I'll be fine.
Yes, I'm fine.
Time payment, you called it?
That or the installment plan. Customer makes a down payment of maybe 10%. Goes home with the product. Pays it off a little each month plus interest for about a year or two. By the time he's finished, you've got 150% of the purchase price.
Oh, I love it. It's deliciously evil.
What happens if he can't make the payments? If he's working, you attach a salary. If not, repossess it, take it back, sell it again. It's not unheard of that you can get 200% of the list price.
I like it.
It's not unusual to screw over everyone.
And everyone knows that you are the most powerful money man in these parts, sir.
It's like he's trying to seduce it.
Spread all over the place. Everyone making demands. Take old man Brewster. Banks turned him down, so he came to me.
This is like the
Wants
Wish
100,000
version
to rebuild
of
his shop, maybe more later.
The Devil's Advocate.
Can't do that in financial scheme, too.
If I might make a point, sir. Mr. Brewster is a wonderful man, and I owe him a lot. But he's been doing the same thing for 40 years. He won't even look at a new idea.
Well, that's not fair. Come on.
You just threw the dude under the bus.
Sincerely believe.
Wow, he should have left your ass in the orphanage.
Yep.
Told me he was climbing back.
Not to overstep my bounds, but if it were my money to invest, and I had the choice between the rigid old and the innovative new.
Wow.
Oh. Oh, that's stone cold.
Worst. Fonzie, why?
I hope the shark eats you.
Wow. Oh, that's...
Oh, she hates you now. Wow, bringing a red umbrella to a funeral.
Goddamn.
This isn't fair, Helen. I didn't make that decision. Latham did.
What?
I
No!
wouldn't hurt your father for all the money in the world.
Bullshit!
If I'm
Bullshit!
lying-
You told him
if
to do
I
it.
am lying, then let my eternal soul be damned.
Yay!
Done.
Yay!
Done.
Go
Too late.
to hell. Go to hell.
You're going to turbo hell. With Castiel.
Uber hell.
I didn't kill your father. I didn't, Helen.
Oh crap, I wet him again.
What's that gonna do? They're ghosts. Oh, we're unlocking them.
Oh, he's unlocked.
It's the orphans.
It's a good thing he has that private sign on there, or, you know, his non-existent employees could just fuck in anytime. It's filled with a lot of walking. Just saying.
I do have to say, though, the voice of children singing is creepy.
Yep.
Yep. Especially in places where you don't expect.
Come in, Mr.
Yep.
Slade. Come in.
Mind I redecorated.
Oh, you better put that down. You break it, you'll hear from me.
I don't care about that.
Get off there. You're wasting your time, Jessup. This isn't going to work.
Christmas has worked for
Are they
2,000
still
years. It's
Christmas
working now.
past?
I suppose you're
No,
going to
this
tell
is
me that
present.
some great spirit of
So
the
why is the
Christmas
first
present.
ghost still there?
You do have an interesting way of
Because
putting
this is the
things.
Fraggles guy.
Put it
Yay.
right. Because I don't know how you got in here, but you're not going to.
I know it's kind of hard to tell one
With
old
my
guy
piano,
in tweed
repossessed
apart
by
from
court
another,
order.
but
It belonged
Yeah.
to me.
Then you're entitled to the music you like best. Do you have any favorite selections?
Yes, I do. My privacy, which I shall
What?
enforce by calling the police.
Wasn't music? So then who was the other ghost?
I'm going to close
The other
my
ghost
eyes
was
for
the
15
bookstore
seconds, and when I open them, you best be.
Then who's Fraggles guy?
he's the orphanage guy.
Oh, okay.
Which means the farmer family that they took the radio and the rocking chair from are going to be the future.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I really hope they leave him in his grave to rot.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Imagination.
If I could destroy this piano.
He just needs to open up one of those stores that like sells cursed antiques and then disappears. He's definitely got a shed full of cursed antiques at this point.
Yes.
Oh,
You just name your store like evil stuff.
Done. 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 Done.
oh, it's full of orphans.
You can't block out the Christmas spirit. It's everywhere.
What do you want from me?
Just ask the
Share
Jewish.
this wonderful holiday with you, as someone else might have done.
Someone else? That child looks so familiar.
I think I
Impossible.
repossessed her home.
She should look familiar, Mr. Slade, like mother, like daughter, they say.
That's Helen's child.
And yours.
It got real weird.
Wearing
You do know how sex works, right?
She married a pharmacist. Very happy, too, as you can see for yourself.
How old is he supposed to be?
Yeah, this is supposed to be present.
A woman fulfilled is always beautiful.
Yeah, because like that's her daughter. How old is she?
Come, Mr. Slade, it's a private
Way too
moment for
old.
them.
That should be like her granddaughter.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Well, the past was like 20 years ago, I think. He just got real old real fast, apparently.
I guess evil does that to you.
He aged like the Emperor.
I was gonna say, he aged like a Sith, yes.
If that word can be found on dry river beds and on trails long overgrown by weeds, what's
But you
more
done fucked up,
important than the
so
path
you
we
know.
follow now?
Because you're a horrible person. Nobody loves you.
I know this place.
I bet there's a Fraggle hole behind that tricycle.
I've never been here before. Why does it look so familiar?
The picture, maybe?
On my office wall, my employee over his desk.
Your former employee, remember?
He deserved to be fired. Disagrees with everything I do. Conspires with others to pull money out of me. Who needs someone like that?
You know, even in the actual Christmas Carol, by now Scrooge is starting to have a soften up a little bit, and that's just not happening here.
No. You have 32 minutes left in this, so I don't see how they're going to make him a better person.
And I don't want us to feel bad.
In the best way possible, scaring the crap out of him.
We make up all kinds of things.
My goodness, can't your father and I have a secret without the world coming to an end?
No.
No.
We go now to Orson Welles, who's
Lost my job today.
Is that all? We thought it was something worse. That you killed somebody with an axe and were going to be hung.
What?
Oh, I like to kill with an axe.
What?
You don't mean that, Dora.
Children, what?
That's what you get for watching
You'll
TV.
get a job, won't you, Daddy?
Especially before TV.
It's 1933.
Yes, I will.
Dumbass.
This.
Eventually. As a matter of fact, I happen to be considering one at the very moment.
What is it?
I have been offered the job of exalted Grand Master of the Barnum Bailey Circus. My only problem is, do I take it?
Yes.
Yes, my very sentiments exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, the Barnum and Bailey Circus presents the flying.
I knew someone who works for the circus. The Barnum and Bailey. In their last show.
This is the moment where he's mentally cracked.
Yep.
That's probably the oldest sibling. The oldest child. The hell is left.
You know what's going on.
We're poor now.
If you don't get another job, will we starve to death?
Wow.
That kid has seen some shit. Just,
It is the Great Depression, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. An entire generation of children grew up all messed up. And we're doing it again 80 years later.
Or nothing. Well, actually, no, they learned, but then they went away, and now their kids have fucked everything up.
Fucking boomers. Oh my god. Did you hear that everyone's upset that our generation isn't having as many kids as we should? It's like, well, how can we when rent's $1,500 a month and we get $18 an hour? Please don't get $18 an hour.
I suppose the trip for Jonathan's out of the question now.
Yep.
Australia on $128.
Supposing we sold the house and the furniture and everything.
There's no market for houses. The furniture gets as far as Columbus, Ohio.
Does it have to be Australia? Maybe there's some other place that...
You heard the doctor. Only one clinic offers any real hope, Sister Kenny's. Her new
Really?
way of stimulating the muscles gets
What?
them going again so that children like Jonathan...
What?
That's
In
not how.
Australia? That's not
No.
how. No.
Okay,
no.
so here's the thing. Here's what's going on here. Kid has polio, and they're
Australia,
grasping
Abby.
at straws
You'll find-
because this is
Jonathan,
before the polio
are you all
vaccine,
right?
and they will
Okay.
literally do anything, even if it's really not going to work.
They're just going to rub some quartz crystals on him and hope it makes things better.
Yeah. So, like, in the end, it's just false hope for them anyway. It's
So will I. We want him today. He'll have
Now I'm
that.
depressed again.
Merry Christmas.
Yay. Were iron lungs a thing back then?
What?
Iron lungs, were they a thing
Yes.
back then? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's when it got really
There's something
bad.
I must know. What's that? Their little boy. Does he live or die?
Is that important to you?
What do you give a shit, you piece of
The
crap?
future's a tricky place, full of shadows, shifting and changing as present realities do.
Do you see these shadows?
As well as most and better than some.
And what do they say to you?
Next Christmas,
2020 is going to
I see a pair
suck.
of crutches in the corner, carefully preserved. At this table, family, mother, father, little girl. Between them, there's an empty chair.
They could sell that chair for money. Get to
Sell
Columbus.
that chair for money. Sell that radio. Sell it all.
Do you have any books I can destroy? I kind of feel like I need to destroy some books. Come on, no. This is... No. This is too much of a heel turn. Nope.
It's like, well, I mean, to be fair, it's the one dude he worked with directly. So if he's going to connect with anyone...
I suppose. Nope, we're in the future now!
Congratulatory messages have flooded in from around the...
Oh, it's terrible!
Oh, the devil's music! The devil!
Did he like flash forward to the 70s?
Yep.
He lost his Fonzie powers. He hit the radio and nothing happened.
Oh no! That's why he's evil.
Yeah, the 70s are the worst. I wouldn't want to... This is a nightmare. I feel bad for him.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. You can have the radio back. It's okay. Take it back to the farm free of charge.
Do I look like a farmer to you?
No. No.
Not
you
sus at all.
modern.
You're spending the black eye to scare him.
More than modern. More than modern. Future. You're the spirit of Christmas future?
You know, I don't think you really believe it.
I do. Indeed, I do.
You'd better, Mr. Slade.
Yes, I do.
The future is coming whether you like it or not. The distant future. And a future much closer to you.
Where are you going?
Items 27A and B. Bronze bookends. Just feel the weight of those. They're beauties. What am I bid? Who's going to give me $2 to start?
15 cents.
15 cents. I got 15 cents here.
25.
25 is the bid.
30.
30 cents. 30
40.
cents. Any advance on 40
And
cents?
they're
is my bid
getting
here. Please,
their
bronze bookends.
money's
40
worth
cents.
for this parking garage that they...
55, I hear 60, do I hear 65?
I beg your pardon. Who are all of these people, and what are you doing on my property?
It's all quite legal, I assure you.
$1 once. $1 twice. Beyond $1, sold for $1.
You're selling them very cheap. Those bookends are worth $3.95.
Well, he's got to get rid of everything. Sheriff's orders.
Oh, there's a nice bed made of pure mahogany with a box spring and a mattress, 2 suits of clothes, size 40, 5 shirts, 6 ties, 3 pairs of shoes, a tie clasp, cufflinks, and a money clip. And what a money clip. What am I bid for the lot?
No.
We don't have money to put in.
Crazy, this is quality merchandise. Very much
You
like
would
my own
know.
possessions.
It is your own possession,
I
you
bid
dumbass.
$500, not a penny less.
He can't hear you.
$1,000 worth every bit.
No bids.
Bid 10 cents for the lot.
Bit high, isn't it?
Nobody wants your shit.
Come on, figure it out. You're dead. Come on. Can't be this dense.
They're gonna burn it all.
We don't need the water. Let the motherfucker burn.
Oh no! The poorly made chairs!
No, not the poorly made chairs!
The orchids burn it all.
Who do you think this person is?
Imagine all the fumes off the glue on those people.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I hope they don't hurt my sled.
I've saved one final item for this moment. What am I bid for this? Huh?
It's his head! Oh my God, it's his head!
$50 once. Any advance? $50? $75. $75. That's the way to go. It's up to $75 now. We have an $85 bid for the lady. $100 is bid.
Now, these prices are beginning to make sense.
$100 once. $100 twice. Any more? Sold for $100.
Oh, that's a joke. She's not actually gonna pay $100. She's gonna burn it.
That's me! What are you doing? What are you, crazy? Sorry!
Burn, baby, burn. Fonzie Inferno.
What do you think you people are doing to me? My portrait! What do you say? What are you doing? Get me out of here! Get me out of here anywhere!
Where to?
Where it's peace and quiet! Get me out of here!
Yeah!
Yeah!
My gift is back. I can predict the movie.
There are times when I'm heading home that I still expect to find him, waiting behind the doorway. And then I remember that he's here. My little Mr. T.
I genuinely pity the fool.
Yep.
That boy.
Sorry, movie,
I
but
thought I heard
shouldn't
him say that
surprise you.
before, but I wasn't sure. But
Life
no,
is
you did.
cause and effect. And you were certainly no stranger to the
Come on,
cause.
it's 1979. You knew
That
Mr.
hasn't
T
happened
was
yet.
a thing.
That is not real.
The grief
Was
of
alive
those
in
people is real.
1979, and so no, I did not know that Mr. T was a thing in 1979. Now, if this had been 1984, sure, I would have picked up on that. But I didn't know Mr. T was a thing in 1979. How was I supposed to know? I wasn't even an inkling of
You
a
can't
thought.
blame me for something I didn't know. Thatcher, tell her I didn't know you had a sick child. You never said a word.
We know there's going to be other partings among us. A marriage, long voyages, even death again. But when someone is remembered with love, their spirit never really dies. So instead of looking for someone to blame, let's make a promise to each other that no matter where we find ourselves in years to come, together or apart, we will always remember little Jonathan. You promise?
Promise he'll go haunt some rich bastards.
Yeah, yep. You know, that glass vase is just going to break because it's the winter. And it's just saying.
Yeah.
I assure you, if I had known, things could have been different.
Yeah. Shut up, asshole.
Yeah.
Perhaps the
Don't believe
possibility
you.
exists that it could be different. Is that possible?
That's not for me to say. We better go now.
Bow, 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 bow.
Come on, Gramps, chop, chop.
Wait. There is something about this place. Something that draws me right to it. The monument looks fairly new and yet neglected.
And no one visits that grave.
Not ever?
Not ever.
'Cause it's yours.
What never?
To lie in a grave. Unloved and unremembered. It's as if the life was never lived.
That is the only real death.
Who is the unfortunate person?
Gee, I wonder.
Take a look.
It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. Sorry, it just came out.
I'll allow it.
The thing that gets me the most is he handled a copy of Scrooge like earlier in the night, so he already knows
what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Then he tore it up, so.
Yeah, he only read the beginning.
Yeah, maybe he never knew the story.
Tell me that this can change. I don't want to lie here in a grave, unremembered and unloved forever.
Yeah, you shouldn't have
Please
been a
tell
dick.
me it could change.
I can change, I can change.
Too
I didn't mean to.
baby, now it's too late. 'Cause you're not
It's time to go, Mr. Slade.
asshole.
You've seen the future.
We're cursing a lot in this one.
To make it change.
It's after dark. We're allowed to.
People are very angry.
He's crying. Oh, look at the little baby cry with all his
Oh,
money.
the poor baby.
Poor little rich boy. Oh no.
Don't worry, we'll find.
Hey.
We'll find some books for you to destroy. Will that make you feel better?
I don't think this is how they expected us to react to this scene.
Oh
Time to
no, he
change.
lives.
Damn it. Now is he gonna change and he's better now?
Oh, God, I hope not.
He's gonna run around like, what day is it? It's get the Christmas goose. Has anyone actually ever had goose on Christmas?
Can't say I have.
I'm gonna order Christmas goose.
I mean, I've had my fair share of wild turkey, but it's not quite the same thing.
Sale.
What day is it?
It's the day we kill you, old man.
Just answer the question.
Don't you know it's Christmas?
Don't you know it's Christmas?
It's Christmas.
Be the Fonz. Let him know it's Christmas time. Wow, there are like 4 farms in my area that will sell me Christmas goose. I just have to cook it, and I don't know how to cook it, so that's out. Can't they cook it and then just deliver it to me?
Well, you need to do something that's really dumb, because then your goose is cooked, so...
Well, Merry Christmas to you, sir. What are you doing here?
I'm working, of course. What are you doing? You're taking the whole day off, regardless of all the work that has to be done?
But I'm not your employee anymore, sir.
Don't you tell me who you are. I know more about you than you could possibly dream. Now go out to the truck and get what I've got for you. Come on. Come on. Now, you and I have a very important business discussion.
What business?
What's on the menu for today's dinner?
Chicken, carrots, vegetables.
How big's your chicken?
5 pounds.
5 pounds. You call that a holiday chicken? Now you try this.
Oh,
This
damn.
in
Great.
fits if it
Oh,
doesn't.
great. Now I have to gut that before we... It's going to take me hours.
Gotta sanitize.
I mean, he just put raw chicken on her table.
Your kid already has polio. Now he has salmonella.
To find out who they're for,
You know,
just look for the
Clorox
name
wipes in a plastic
on top of the box.
bucket thing weren't invented then.
Yes.
For Mommy.
Yeah, just put the presents on and
For
raw
Mommy
chicken.
and Daddy. For me. Thank
Everyone's
you.
just rightfully freaked out.
What the hell's he up to? This is a new twisted game he's playing.
There's a Christmas tree in the back.
And in order to get this present, all you have to do is
Get
cut
my
off
snack.
one of your own feet.
Nothing here for Jonathan. How could that be? Sorry. Oh. What's this? Could this possibly be here? It's not very large. Not very heavy.
It's a subpoena.
It's a court order.
I'd like to ride on a bus. You do? Here's a ticket on a bus to Boston.
Really?
I'd like to ride on a train. Here's a ticket from Boston to Chicago. From Chicago to San Francisco, California.
How did he arrange all this on Christmas Day?
Money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
It's like that evening with Kevin Smith's story about Prince. When you want a zebra at 4 o'clock in the morning and you're rich enough, a zebra happens at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Sydney, Australia. And in Australia, there's a clinic run by a sister, Elizabeth Kenny, and I have a darn good feeling that she's going to make you feel very good.
how do you know all this about us?
Plus,
How?
there'll be a nurse to go along with him. You just have to get used to an empty place at the table, that's all. When he gets back, the boy will be sitting here in this chair that...
Are you sending him by himself?
He's sending him by himself with the nurse.
You cheap ass!
Wow.
Wow. That's messed
He
up.
almost had it.
Almost had it.
Almost.
Almost.
That's enough of that. It's enough. Thank you.
Of course, Dad can't go. He has to work.
Which gives you plenty of time before dinner. Merry Christmas. Let's go get your coat. I assume you expect to be paid for these few extra hours of work, huh, Thatcher?
Oh, no, Mr. Slade.
You should expect to be paid. You must start thinking like an executive, Thatcher. Vice president in charge of new projects is nothing to sneeze at.
I'm going to make you as evil as me.
Projects? Yes, I was thinking of opening up the granite quarry down at Pennacock Hills. Bring a few hundred jobs into this town. And that's just the beginning.
And we need some really substandard housing to put those people in. You know, projects. So you're in charge of new projects.
What's going on?
No, Mr.
Oh,
It's
you
what's
had me
coming
there.
off. A potbelly
Should have seen it
stove,
coming,
a
but
rocking chair, and a tabletop radio repossessed by you. Grab something.
it's a trick. It's a trick.
That's a trick. So you're really just for Christmas giving them back their stuff?
Yep. What about the people whose stuff he took 2 days ago and
Yep.
last week?
Yep. He's the worst kind of re-gifter.
Well, I mean, he was a terrible businessman in the beginning. I mean, like...
Mr. Reeves. Mr. Reeves.
Where's the back to the radio?
A lot of them didn't have backs back then, because
Oh, really?
Be very careful of that radio. It's
you had to
acting very
futz with the vacuum tubes and...
Let's see.
Oh,
Reeves.
and a gift.
Oh,
Mrs.
get
Reeves.
away from me, you creepy old man!
Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Okay, this is wow.
Yes, crossing the line.
Thatcher. Miles
This guy just gone insane. That's all this is.
He's got a brain tumor. He's pressing on the wrong part of his brain.
Now, don't be
Come
alarmed.
on, we don't even get to see what he got her.
Nope.
There's a few linings of burr are ripped on top, but that's what they're in business for in the first place.
In business?
Yes, the Kendall Bookbinding Company of Cambridge. I spoke to Mr. Kendall himself. He's sending a man here on Monday. All books to be restored, good as new, guaranteed. Especially that book that your father gave you. Your grandfather. Never mind, I told him to take especially good care of that one, and I have some for you.
Especially since I destroyed it.
A very Merry Christmas, Mr. Peregrine.
Did you read that book, Mr. Slade?
Did I read that book? The Ghosts of Hell.
I lived it.
Spirit of Christmas Past, Present, and Future. Absolute, unadulterated. What was the word he used?
Humbug?
Mr. Thatcher, please.
He hasn't changed a bit. What an asshole.
Oh, it's a copy of Mein Kampf.
Oh, it is the right time frame, isn't it?
Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Except for the kid with red hair, cause they have no soul.
All right, what do we sing now? Let's sing Deck the Halls. You know Deck the Halls? You know Deck the Halls? You know Deck the Halls? Okay, give us a
I
note
love
here.
gingers. I really do. I kid because I'm jealous. Oh, he's gonna bring that kid on as an apprentice or adopt him or something.
Done just in time for our Christmas party.
Looks like it turned out that way. Thatcher, the other item on the truck, please.
Yes, sir.
And what do you intend to do on your holiday?
Oh,
I'm giving the kids back, too.
You're more than welcome to join us here.
That's a very nice invitation, thank you. That boy over there, who is he?
That's Harry. Harry Barnes. Bit of a problem.
In what way?
Well, he's been in a number of foster homes. He always manages to have himself kicked out for some outrageous behavior.
Likes to get into fights.
Burns down their
Uses his
houses.
hands a lot.
That's right.
Likes to work with tools.
Yes, but always in a hostile way. How did you know that?
Shipped me last week.
I understand that, boy.
Here we are, sir.
Good, good, good. Put them under the tree. Jessup, do me a favor, will you? Tell that young lad I'd like to take him for a drive.
He's been acting lately. He doesn't
Just do this for me, please. Go and tell him.
This creepy old man wants to take you away.
Kid, we may need you to take one for the team here. I'm real sorry about it, but...
Oh my god.
You see him beat him.
Go.
Of course. Well, maybe I can persuade him.
I'll give you money.
Now, you listen to me, my fine friend. You've been invited to go for a ride, and I'm bigger than you are. So here are your choices. You can either leave with me smiling, or I'll pull you out of here, kicking and screaming, which will not make a good impression on your friends. You have 10 seconds to make a decision.
They never cleaned up after the fire?
Nope. They just left it.
Wow.
Wow. That's been like sitting there for like 20 years.
Wow.
You'd have to tear that thing down. I mean.
Oh no, it's done. Yeah, it's all rotted out.
There's no way you can salvage that at all.
I know a few, but they're getting on in years. I need fresh blood, and that's where you come in, Harry.
Blood. Fresh blood.
You're a carpenter, Harry!
Working order. Sweep up. What do you think about that?
He's gonna have to sweep that up?
No thanks.
You gonna try to train the kid or torture him?
Yeah, that's really unsafe to be in here. Just
Wow,
Yeah,
that's not
not
good.
good. Imagine all the asbestos.
And I'm offering you a present. And a future. With a promise, Harry. Oh, I promise they will be different.
Can we go now?
If you can tell me what this is.
It's a stick.
that's rotted.
Well, my friend, you're not as smart as I thought you were. If all you see there is a stick, I could make this into anything I want it to be. To me, it is
A post.
baseball bat,
Or a pole or a
whip handle, tame young lions, huh? spoke of a ship's wheel.
What's a ship?
Taking me to new lands, new treasures. Harry, you can make this into anything you want. Well, maybe you can't because all you see is a stick. Do you have a knife?
No.
He says,
You know.
No, don't arm him!
Not give the child a knife.
He did just give a child a knife. An angry orphan now has a knife.
What was the 1930s?
Stab him, Harry. Stab him real good.
And that's a real knife, too. Not screwing around.
His insides are full of candy, Harry. It's like a blood pinata.
Do it,
Just
Harry.
have to get it out.
Do it for everybody. You'll be the town hero.
What are you going to make?
Shiv.
You'll see.
A shiv.
Is that a towel bar?
Chair leg.
Chair leg.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, you shouldn't make those by hands. They've got an assembly line method nowadays. It's really good. It just
just
Oh no. If you just look at their feet. No.
What are you making?
No. Not right. Not right.
Oh.
No.
It's just a very old man and a young kid playing with their wood and
Jessup invited me to the home for dinner. How's the food?
Pretty bad.
Always was. You know, when you become my apprentice, you're gonna live with me.
Ugh.
Very much like a foster son.
But why is he going to be your apprentice? Because he you don't do
really
wood
towel
making
bar?
stuff.
Will
You're a
Doesn't look like
venture
a towel bar.
capitalist.
No, now he's opening the quarry.
Give
And
me
he's
a
gonna
chance,
reopen
boy.
the chair
Give me a
factory.
chance.
Don't worry, in a couple of years they'll be put out of business because everyone else is better.
Don't worry, he will be his apprentice at the quarry.
No, he's the Sith Lord apprentice. He's the Sith Master and the Sith Apprentice. There's always just two.
He's going to show him things that some would call unnatural.
Or the bridge is going to break and the car is going to drop into the river and just.
You know those weight limit signs? Those mean something, you know.
So I think the
Built
real.
in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh, that was a thing.
it was no people fighting in a bar Christmas movie. So, I mean,
It's true.
That was a Christmas movie for our time.
Yep. Little too much for a time, I think, maybe.
Too much on the nose, but yeah.
Like, he did not deserve by the end there. And no, they made him a little too bad.
I feel like we should include a link to the YouTube video for The Guillotine by The Coop as at the end of this. Just anybody that's feeling like we are, just watch this music video afterwards. It'll help.
We need a little bit of catharsis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Merry Christmas anyway. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hopefully it will be better, but probably not.
I'm gonna go inside now. It's really cold out here. Probably shouldn't have done it in my front yard, but
Probably not.
Yeah. Yep. I think one of my nipples just fell off.
Oh boy, it's a Christmas miracle.
What?
Hello there, friends. It's your old pal, Bobby Rookford. And if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you'd like more of that, unsubscribe to our channel. And if you didn't, well, I don't know what to tell you. But we do have more videos over here if you want to see more of what we've already got up. That's it. Help me.